3 things in Japan that seem totally unnecessary. First, there's a candy that turns eating into a mini fishing game. It comes with a tiny plastic fishing rod, and your goal is to catch the gummy treats without tearing them apart. It's such a simple idea, but it somehow makes snacking surprisingly intense. Next, Japan has erasers that slowly transform into Mount Fuji. They start as ordinary blocks, but as you use them, the famous mountain gradually takes shape, making homework a little more satisfying. Next, Japan has special Coke machines that transform regular soda into a frozen slushie. Just buy a bottle, give it one flip, and watch it freeze right before your eyes. Next, their microwave popcorn comes in a foil bowl that expands as it heats, giving you fresh popcorn without the usual bag mess. Public restrooms in Japan even provide single-use toothbrushes. 3 Japanese creations that are hilariously useless. First, there's a pair of scissors with a built-in laser guide. It sounds smart, but the laser shakes around so much it barely helps you cut a straight line. Next, someone thought yogurt should come in a tiny baby bottle. Drinking it in public feels like you've gone back to kindergarten. Japan has honey packets that double as tiny spoons. Just peel them open, pour the honey into your drink, and use the packet itself to stir. No extra spoon needed. Next, they created a digital tape measure that easily measures curved surfaces. Simply roll it over furniture or rounded objects, and it instantly gives you the measurement. In Tokyo, there's an entire building wrapped in massive 4K animated displays that bring the city to life. Japan even has Pringles vending machines that work like arcade claw games. Some Japanese fruit ice creams are molded to look exactly like the real fruit they're flavored after. 3 Japanese inventions that are surprisingly unnecessary. First, there's a butter stick that works like a glue stick. Twist the bottom, swipe it over warm toast, and buttering your bread suddenly feels oddly official. Next is a hard plastic holder made for just 1 banana. It keeps your banana from getting squished, even though it already has a natural peel. Some supermarkets in Japan have avocado scanners that can check ripeness instantly. Just place the avocado on the machine, and it tells you if it's ready to eat or how many days are left. Next, Japan created a stapler with no staples at all. Instead of metal, it folds and locks the paper together by itself. Japan has an unusual rule for juice packaging. If a drink contains real fruit, the package is allowed to show realistic fruit images. But if it doesn't, the fruit has to be illustrated like a cartoon or drawing. Next, in Tokyo's Shibuya district, you can create your own custom Kit Kat. You pick your favorite toppings, design the packaging, and follow a pastry chef as you cut the wafers, coat them with chocolate, fill the mold, and decorate everything. About 30 minutes later, your one-of-a-kind Kit Kat is ready in a special Mount Fuji box. 3 things in Japan that are honestly pretty useless. First, there's a shower head that sprays soap instead of water. It sounds futuristic, but it costs around $1,000 and most people can live without it. Next, in Japan, there is a special paper that absorbs oil from food like ramen. Sure, it cuts the grease. It might also take away flavor. This ultra-minimal tissue's designed to reduce waste. They're tiny, eco-friendly. 3 things in Japan that are surprisingly unnecessary. First, you can actually buy a can of air that's said to come from Mount Fuji. Open it up, and it's just air. Somehow, it still costs around $6. There's a Coke marketed to support weight management. Sounds amazing, but don't expect miracles. It's still just a soft drink. 3 things in Japan that just make perfect sense. First, some pudding cups have a small tab on the bottom. Flip the cup onto a plate, press the tab, and air flows in, letting the pudding slide out perfectly every time. Next, if you're caught in the rain, you can rent an umbrella by scanning a QR code and return it at another station later. Even a phone screen protector feels fun. This Sanrio version uses a simple pull tab system. Clean your screen, place it on, pull the tab, and it applies perfectly. The best part? The adorable Cinnamoroll design disappears as soon as your screen lights up. 3 unnecessary things in Japan you'll end up wanting. First, Japan has a special type of glass that can actually flex without breaking. It looks like ordinary glass, but you can squeeze it, drop it, and it stays intact. After seeing that, you'd probably never look at a glass the same way again. Next, even a simple drink can become a collectible. Some bottles of Pocari Sweat come with a Mario and Luigi bottle cap cover, turning an everyday purchase into a fun little surprise for Nintendo fans. In Japan, you can buy a phone stand that automatically tracks your face as you're moving around. Some McDonald's in Japan have bikes that let you charge your phone while you eat. They generate electricity as you pedal, making exercise actually useful. Next, Japan has Oreo churros, crispy, deep fried, coated in sugar, and served with a creamy Oreo flavored dip. Many metro trains have pink priority seats reserved only for pregnant women. 3 things in Japan that are completely bizarre. First, Japan has a bug bite suction gadget made to help relieve itchy insect bites. Just place it over the bite, pull the handle, and it creates a small small vacuum that may help reduce discomfort. Next, Japan is home to green moss balls that people actually keep as pets. All they need is water and a bit of sunlight, and some are said to survive for centuries. Japan even sells matcha-flavored Oreos, combining a classic snack with one of the country's most iconic flavors. 3 things in Japan that would leave most Americans scratching their heads. First, Japan actually sells jelly water. It was designed for older adults because the soft jelly texture is much easier to swallow than regular water. Somehow, they turned plain hydration into a snack. And Japan even created a tiny toothbrush designed to clean just a single tooth. Before that, what did you choose? Money or your mom? If you chose money, scroll. Choose mom, like and subscribe. Love her forever, comment heart. I'll do everything. Lastly, in Japan has cafes designed to make adults feel like toddlers, with giant tables, oversized cups, huge backpacks, and massive furniture all around you.